Hey there, welcome back and welcome back to me too. I've taken a couple of weeks off YouTube now during the summer, except for that Viltrox 15mm video. The first thing I want to talk about is that Viltrox, they decided to kill one of my absolute and all-time favorite APS-C primes. They make the 23mm f1.4. Why, I'm not sure, but I just talked to one of my contacts over at Viltrox, and they said that they're pulling the plug on, I guess it's the entire series of these kind of first generation APS-C prime lenses, the f1.4s. I mean, they've been around for quite some time. Now, I'm not sure if there's going to be a new series of faster, more premium prime lenses replacing these, or if they're gonna lean on the Air series, which are all f1.7, and they also have, you know, they're kind of slightly more premium prime lenses as well. I think there's a couple of f1.2s, f1.4s, that sort of stuff in there. But I'm still kind of sad because this lens has kind of helped me build not only this channel, but it's also kind of covered you know, the kids growing up. It's been my kind of, you know, one and done daily driver lens for my Fujifilm X-T4 for many years. So it's kind of bittersweet, and I do have the 25mm f1.7, which is great. I mean, it's in many ways better than the 23mm f1.4, but there's something about this lens. There's a tiny bit of character, and if you shoot wide open, which I do most of the time, the separation, but most of all the kind of dreaminess you get when you're shooting wide open from this lens is something that I really enjoy. So yeah, kind of bummed to see it go, and I'm actually thinking about buying another one just to have as a backup. I mean, this one still works as it should and everything, but it's been around the world, and it's, you know, we've lost a couple of markings here and there, so maybe I should get one just to have as a backup or something. I was planning on doing that, getting one for my Sony FX30, but never got around to it because it kind of felt stupid at the time to own two versions of the same lens, but for different mounts. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, kind of bittersweet, and as I said, as soon as I know something about replacement series or what's gonna happen, I will keep you guys updated. Hopefully I will get one of their new lenses, if not more of them, to test out here on the channel, if that's the fact. But yeah, kind of hate to see it go. I know this is gonna sound kind of creepy and weird, but yeah, if you're thinking about picking one of these up, maybe now's the right time. Like I said, I have no idea if there's going to be new lenses replacing these, or if they're just going to be gone and not be replaced at all. But if you're on the fence, or if you have been on the fence for a while, there's a couple of links down below to Amazon. I believe it's $240 right now on Amazon, and I'm gonna put a link to Viltrox web shop as well, where you can get a 5% discount on pretty much anything with my coupon code, which is Thomas Fransson, all caps, but I will put the information downstairs in the description. But yeah, this one, together with the Sigma 1835, has kind of built a lot of my videography career in recent years, and obviously this YouTube channel as well. So yeah, kind of sad to see it go, but you know, who knows? And by the way, speaking of the Sigma 1835, another lens that's potentially dead already, or Sigma might be pulling the plug on production of those lenses as well, but I will be getting a review unit of the new 17-40 f1.8 here in mid-August from Sigma, just a loaner unit obviously, but I will do a video on that and I will compare it to the OG 1835 obviously. So if you have suggestions or if there's things you want me to test specifically in that video with the 17-40 and maybe compare with the 1835, let me know in the description downstairs and I will make sure to get as many of those things into the video as possible. You know, just knowing the kind of things you guys are kind of interested in seeing helps me make better content for you. So yeah, don't be a stranger. Let me know what you think and let me know what you want to see. It's great that we finally have a replacement for that Sigma 1835, which was again released in 2013, I believe. So it's been a while in the making. What else? Well, like I said, I did change around my cameras a bit here during the summer as well. I traded in my Sony a7 IV, which I absolutely loved in many ways, but I traded it in for the Sony a7S III, and if you've been following me on Instagram, you probably already know that. But yeah, kind of a weird trade for some people, depending on what you do. Maybe since the a7 IV is obviously newer, you got bit more of the bells and whistles when it comes to autofocus and features, that sort of stuff, compared to the a7S III, which is kind of, you know, I think it's going to be replaced sometime soon, within maybe a year and a half, 2 years maybe. That said, as far as how the camera works, what it does and how it operates, it actually suits me as an operator much better than the a7 IV. Mainly because most of the things that I do is kind of run and gun style handheld video, and we all know about the rolling shutter on the a7 IV, which is obviously not a problem when you're doing YouTube stuff like this on tripods and that sort of stuff. But outside of YouTube, recording myself like this here in the studio, or if I'm outdoors, 95% of what I do is still going to be handheld. Super stoked, and I might do a more in-depth video about the trade and things that I like about this camera, things that I don't like so much about it. The a7S III, even if it's older, is still a bit more expensive than the a7 IV, so I had to trade in a bunch of stuff to kind of make up for the difference, including my Shinobi 2, which was kind of good to get rid of that monitor, and also lost a whole bunch of money on other stuff that I traded in. Still, whenever I go out and shoot with the a7S III these days, the smile is much bigger on my face when I look at the screen or if I look at the monitor. There's definitely a couple of things that I don't like about the a7S III, coming from the FX series, whether that's the FX30 or the FX3 and so on and so forth. But yeah, maybe that's a more in-depth video, so if you have questions about that, don't hesitate to leave those questions down below in the comment section as well. Now, whew, as you may have guessed, this video has been unscripted. I just wanted to, like I said, catch up and fill you in on a couple of things that's been going on. And I think I might have shown you a couple of shots here and there throughout this video. I bet there's sections where I need to do some serious cutting here just to make it flow a little better, and covering that up with some shots from this summer. But with that said, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in a couple of days here on the channel. So thank you and goodbyes.